Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sam33 here, and today I've got another battle video for you guys. On the left is me with my Ho-Oh EX deck that I love so much, and on the right is my friend Kieren with his Darkrai Hydreigon deck, which he's been using all season. Now, the new set, Boundaries Crossed, has just come out, and my friend Kieren is using a few cards from that set. I am, for some reason, not using any. I decided not to go, it was like right after the set was fully confirmed when I recorded this game, and I had just, the only thing I probably would have added at that point was computer search. I might have added some Skyla, but that was about it. So I decided to just skip it. And my friend Kieren is playing a couple cards. I know for a fact because he used a lot of them in this game. So I start with a Terrakion, and he starts with a Darkrai. Sorry, I cut something out there. I was just adjusting the camera so you can see some of the glare is gone. And I went first, and I just attach and pass with a Psychic, so my hand looks terrible. It is a Psychic. In fact, it's from EX Power Keepers, I believe. The nice thing about Ho is that you can use all the shiny energy you've collected all throughout your journey as a collector, whatever. So I can use all the shiny energy I've gotten over the years as energy in this deck, which is nice. He gets a Sableye, and he got energy in the discard, so he could get his turn 1 Sableye if he really wanted to. But there's really not much he could get back, really. So he's going to Dark Patch, and yep, if he has the energy, he can definitely get his turn 1 Darkrai, turn 1 Sableye. Yep, turn 1 Sableye, but he seems to be doing that pretty prematurely. Does he not have a supporter? No, he does not. He's going to Junk Hunt. For a Dark Patch and Ultra Ball, I believe. I just top deck that fighting, and still don't have anything, so I guess I'm just gonna retaliate for 30 unless I have a catcher. No, I'm just gonna do 30. I might be saving the catcher in case I get another fighting or something. I don't even remember if I have a catcher. He's just gonna use his Ultra Ball again. Probably get a Dino out. I mean, but from what you've seen so far, you could barely even tell it's a Hydreigon deck. There's a max potion, so you can kind of guess it's a Hydreigon deck, but I know it's a Hydreigon deck because Kieren plays Hydreigon. And you can't see that because of the glare, but it's actually a Mewtwo EX, and it's a full art one. So, yeah, I don't know why he got that out. He can't really power that up. I guess, there's a Terrakion attacking right now, and there's really not much you can do. You can't really send up a Darkrai to that, so I guess that's why he's getting Mewtwo out. And also, if he gets a Dino, I can just kill that with Retaliate. I don't even need an energy. But, yeah, this is going off to a really slow start. Neither of us have any supporters, and I don't know what he's talking about here. I guess he's just gonna Junk Hunt again. Might have been talking about energy attachments. I know he did attach one this turn, but it looks like I top decked an N, so not exactly the thing I wanted to top deck, but I guess it's better than nothing. I do have the catcher, so I bring up the Darkrai hoping to get him fighting, and then play the N. See if I can get the fighting. If I get the fighting, then this is going to be a huge start for me, other than not having a Ho-Oh. And he'll have only one energy in play. He probably won't be able. He definitely won't be able to get it. Probably won't be able to get. He will definitely not be able to get a Mewtwo in play unless he runs Energy Switch for some really odd reason. He can't Dark Patch to non-Dark Pokemon. So I got a Tornadus EX, full art one, very very shiny. A lot of shiny cards today. Tornadus and Mewtwo. Two very good looking cards. So, probably would have played down the fighting if I already had it. So, looks like it did not get it. Yep. So I just attach a fighting fire to Tornadus and just do the 60 to Darkrai. His turn, not sure what he can do on his turn. Could get a Dino in play, but that's about it. That's a Skyla. Yep, so it's one of the new cards from the Boundaries Cross set. So it gets an N. I guess just planning to use that next turn. The Skyla is a very good card, especially in the Stage 2 deck, so you can use it as another part of your Stage 2 and Rare Candy combo. Skyla is definitely a very good card. Definitely recommend it, especially if you're playing Stage 2 deck. If you're playing something else, you definitely want to try it out, because it definitely helps. But you might see some other games that I'll record that isn't the perfect card. It definitely has its flaws, but it's still very good. You just get the Dino out, so I might be able to KO that. Any Dark Patches to Mewtwo, you can't do that. And, yeah, nothing he really wants to Dark Patch in those 3 cards. I mean, Darkrai is the optimal target you want to Dark Patch something to if you don't have Hydreigon out. But if you have Sableye with energy on the bench, there's nothing you want to Dark Patch to other than a Darkrai. And so yeah, it would kind of suck if this was a real game and I didn't let him take that back, but I let him take it back because he tried to play the end, but he did play that Skyla earlier. So it's his supporter for the turn. So it looks like he's just gonna junk hunt again. Yep, there it goes. Junk hunting. This game has been very, very uneventful so far. Nothing has really happened. No knockouts. He hasn't even done damage, and I've really done nothing of interest. Just put some damage on some things that really doesn't add up to anything, considering that I can one-shot Darkrai's anyway. I can one-shot Stabilize anyway. It's like Juniper, and there's nothing really in there. Like a tool scrapper, that's about it. It's useful. I do get a Ho-Oh, so hopefully I can get an Ultra Ball. I took out a Tornadus from that hand just because I had put that in the deck, and that was actually someone else's because I had a proxy originally, but since that was the only card in my deck that wasn't a proxy, and I was making a video, I asked around for me to borrow one. So yeah. I also have a Shaman in my hand, and it looks like I'm just going to retaliate again. The Shaman normally would not be used very often. It's mainly for use against the new Keldeo Blastoise deck because, of course, Ho-Oh is weak to fire or weak to water, so that is just one of the worst matchups possible. And he's usually gonna play the Skyla, and unless he has a really horrible hand, which he really shouldn't, because he just used Junk Hunt, he'll probably be able to get his Hydreigon out and he get third candy. So yeah, not looking good for me. He now has 2 energy on the board and a Darkrai, Mewtwo, and a whole bunch of stuff. If he gets maybe Dark Patch, he needs to knock out my Terrakion. That's okay. He needs 2 Dark Patch. That's pretty unlikely. More likely they'll be able to get a Dragon Blast this turn and knock out my Terrakion, or he could just go for the Mewtwo knockout. But normally, Ho-Oh actually has the advantage in Mewtwo Wars, so I would not be very upset if he decided to go Mewtwo, because I run the Energy Switch and I run Double Carless. So if I knock out his first Mewtwo, then that goes all his energy, and he has to get a whole bunch of more energy. But yeah, technically, it depends on the situation, really. But yeah, he does have the Hydreigon out, and it looks like he's just going to Max Potion, probably, to Stabilize. I don't think he actually runs Eviolite, so there's not much point in Max Potioning the Terrakion in the Darkrai. I actually remember him taking out the Eviolite for Tool Scrapper for Gardevoir. Oh, no, he goes Mewtwo. So, it looks like he's going to either start a Mewtwo or just minor attack. He's going to Dark Patch. Sableye. And, I think he's just gonna, well, I'm not sure if he's gonna put the extra damage on there or not. If he does use the 3rd energy, then he can, Night Spirit for a knockout on the bench, which will be very helpful to him. And he takes a long time with this decision, so I decided to speed it up a little bit. But I don't know. Putting the energy on Hydreigon is good. The stick is almost never runs dragon types. It'd be very rare for that to happen. Or a secret rare Quelder or something. It'd be kind of odd. I guess it's Dragon Ball Rayquaza. Hydreigon is almost always the safest place to put your energy on. If you're always thinking, where do I put my energy? It's almost always Hydreigon, unless you're against Electric, then that can probably be a bad place to put it. Every place is a bad place to put your energy in Electric. Well, I guess with the Electric, you want to spread your energy out as much as possible, so no matter what they do, they can't knock anything out, or they don't get rid of too many energy. I'm just going to play an Ant, and I switch to the Tornadus, because it is possible for me to get a Mewtwo, DCE, Energy Switch, and knock this thing out. But that would be a pretty hefty combination of cards. And I still don't have a Ho on the discard, so I have the Energy Switch, and doesn't look like I get anything else. Getting a Ho on the discard would just be so much help to me. I literally have none in there, and like I don't think any energy either. I get an Energy Switch, so I can switch that over to the Tornadus, and I can get a Power Blast this turn because I have a Dark in my hand. That's also Super Scoop Up from Delta Species, pretty old one. I scoop up that Terrakion with a bunch of damage on it, and that'll be very helpful. And it looks like I can start using Power Blast, which is a very good attack, honestly. Gets energy in the discard, as well as just does a bunch of damage. You can get it off turn 1 if you're lucky enough. Probably one of the most likely cards next to one of the most likely turn 1 attacks. He's questioning how I got 3 energy on the Tornadus since it only had 1, and how the Terrakion went away. But I energy switched one of the energies, and then I attached the other. Yeah, a little confused on that part, so if he can get the max potion, he'll probably still be in a good position, but if not, he'll probably retreat to the Darkrai no matter what, or Hydreigon works too. Or retreat to something, he won't keep that out there. And he catches up the Terrakion, so that is going to die. That is one of the best cards to have in this matchup. So, because of course the weakness. Now he knows I already have the Terrakion and he knows I already have the Terrakion in fighting, so no matter what, if he takes a knockout, then I can get the Terrakion, retaliate if I have the Energy Switch and Catcher. I can be in another really good position, but yeah, he's max potion on Mewtwo, so it's gonna be a pain. If I can get the Energy Switch and Catcher that I need, as I said, I already have the Terrakion and fighting, so I super scoop those up. I'll be in a very good position, but if not, I cannot really deal with this Hydreigon out here. Dragon blasting everything with this Mewtwo. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, he's just gonna Dragon Blast. I don't know what other decisions you could make, really. Maybe like his max potion, the Darkrai or something. So if he just Dragon Blasts, it takes the first prize of the game. We're almost halfway through this video. So I have the Catcher, it looks like. So there's Terrakion fighting. There's the Energy Switch. So yeah, I got the K on the Darkrai. Catcher, Darkrai. And he's just so dumbfounded. He just throws it into this card. And yep. Knockout for 2 prizes. And since, of course, I did Catcher KO that, he does get to put that to the bench and send up something else. I think he's counting energy for X-Ball, either that or he's questioning how I got energy on it again. He's so dumbfounded by the concept of Ho-Oh. Like, what is this? How can you get energy on the field so fast? It's like how can you attach a fighting and the, what is that, like a dark or psychic or something? I think it's a dark. Well, on a Terrakion in one turn, it's physically impossible. definitely possible. It's possible. It was possible last format to do that. But anyway, back to the game. He gets a Shaman in play, which is the worst possible thing for me for my Terrakion, but the best possible thing for my Ho-Ohs. So if I actually had a Ho-Oh in the discard, this might actually be good. But no, I don't have a Ho-Oh in the discard, and so yeah, Shaman's actually going to be kind of a problem. He uses a third Skyla, so he's probably out of Skylas at this point, and not sure what he could get. Probably just like a supporter, a Dark Patch. Since he doesn't have the Darkrai in play, he actually needs an additional energy to get that Shaman out. Or no, maybe he's just gonna Dragon Blast. No. No, yeah. I don't know why he got the Dark Patch then if he already had the energy. I guess he just wants to be safe. Probably has a good hand otherwise if other different things happen, so Wrench Blast for the knockout. So now I have nothing pretty much. Yeah, nothing. I can't really even say that as anything else other than nothing. The Tornadus with 1 energy on it. Looks like I have an Ultra Ball, so I could possibly get an Ultra Ball. So if I have a Juniper, I can get a Ho-Oh in the discard finally. There's the Ho-Oh. I don't know why I would possibly bench the Ho-Oh. Or I could also have another Ultra Ball. And yep, there's the Juniper. So I finally, after like 8 turns or something, get a Ho-Oh in the discard pile. That is going to help a lot in this matchup. Especially if I can get a Heads on this Rebirth, I can knock out the Shaman and go down to 2 prizes, and then my last prize will... Oh, there's the Tails. My last prize would probably have been either Mewtwo or Darkrai. But nope, I can't be that lucky to get a Heads. Well, I did get a Heads earlier on that Super Scoop Up and Power Blast as well. And here, again, I have nothing. No energy, not even an energy. Double Curls would be nice, and not even a single energy to use at all. So yeah, this is not good. I need to get a Heads on Rebirth and then knock out this Shaman, and probably the Mewtwo would be my next target. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass. This is not good. So yeah, I'm gonna get some pretty hefty damage on me this next turn. Either I'm gonna get 90 on me from Shaman, or I'm gonna get 140 from Hydreigon, or just, damage from Mewtwo. Darkrai would also be perfectly possible in this situation. I did lose 2 Terrakions already, so it's definitely possible for me to be out of those. What is he going to do? He's going to just attach to Hydreigon. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Hydreigon. Hydreigon. I've been saying the whole time Hydreigon. Hydreigon? I'm just saying Hydreigon. So he's getting a Darkrai out, so he's probably assuming that I'm out of Terrakions. Which would be perfectly possible. So now he's counting for Mewtwo. It's going to be 100 currently. He's already attached to energy, so not a very good damage output. So, yep, he's just going to go for Hydreigon. So, next turn, we'll be able to Night Spear me and hit something else for 90 and just pretty much guarantee him the win. Pretty much, not exactly. But he is playing N. I question why he retreated in the first place if he's going to N and continue his turn, but I guess he already has all his attackers out here, and there's not really much another situation he could want more in terms of, or a better situation he could want in terms of what he's attacking with. This is honestly, I think, one of the best parts of this deck is Hydreigon. It really would not be much special if it was just Darkrai, doing like, 90 a turn. So yeah, Tails on Rebirth again. Again, more Ho-Ohs in this card would help, but nope. Have that Shaman in hand, so that's not really going to be much of help. I mean, once he goes down to 2 prizes, I really can't knock much out with that. I bench a Ho-Oh. I just apparently have no better options whatsoever as to bench a Ho-Oh EX, the worst, stupidest possible thing to bench. But I guess benching the Shaman will also be a bad idea, because if I bench that, then that would be able, he would knock out this, and if he had the catcher, he would capture the Shaman, and then I pretty much would have to get rid of his energy immediately. He'd be able to win, or he would just Night Spear me from anywhere and knock me out. So yeah, I just attach the Ho-Oh and pass. I could be planning to retreat with it outfit, and this game's like it's considering our prizes, it's a lot closer than you'd think, but really it has not really been going anywhere. It's just been like very like he's really close to his win, but he has 4 prizes, and I'm pretty far from winning. I have 4 prizes. It looks a lot closer than actually is, because his 4 position is just so much better. So yeah, if you're gonna get the Darkrai out, there's almost no doubt in anyone's mind that he doesn't have that catcher. Or does he? Does he not? Yep, catcher. So yeah, this is pretty much just gonna seal the coffin. Night Spear me, and now my Tornadus is out, because 140 from Hydreigon plus 30 from Night Spear is enough to knock out Tornadus, because of his 170 HP. Very obnoxious number. It's kind of annoying, but nothing much you can do about it. To make that anything, man receiver, alright! And not what I wanted to see. I mean, yes, he does get a 2-card hand. I attach, could be, because if I attach to that, I can retreat it to whatever I want. I need to get something. I could use that Rebirth, but if I get the Tails, then that might be a bad thing. You know, if I do get the Rebirth, then I could just start attacking this turn. Play down that Shaman, attach, and do that. Really should have probably flipped for the Rebirth first. There's like no reason not to. Maybe I didn't have enough energy in my discard pile, which I'm pretty sure is not true. Pretty sure there's plenty in there. 3, 4, do I get anything? Looks like I have a bunch of energy. I Rebirth, and there's another Tails. It's 3 Rebirth Tails in a row, so Flip's just not like me on camera, I swear. But I don't like them in real life either. But this is just ridiculous. I mean, technically, yeah, I've gotten 2 and 3 in terms of Flips, which isn't awful, but considering every single one of those Tails was a Rebirth, and that I have gotten this Ho into play so late in the game is just ridiculous. So, looks like I'm going to be Ultra Balling for something. Yep, Ultra Ball. I think that's a grass and a switch I'm discarding. I don't remember. I already attached this turn, so I can't power out that Shaman. Oh, there's a Mewtwo, so it's the biggest HP thing in my deck, so I just retreat to it, because there's nothing else I can really do at this point. So yeah, he needs a catcher to win now, out of his 3-card hand. He could also get a Dark Patch and an Energy and knock it out with his own Mewtwo. If that's a Juniper off his 3 cards, he gets a Juniper, of course. So does he get the catcher? Or does he get the energy? Gets the Dark Patch? Oh, does he have the energy? Does he? Does he? Yes, he does. Alright, that's a good game, even though it was kind of dumb. Just horrible flips, which always seems to happen to me for some stupid reason. I don't know why. It's like I'm unlucky or something. Or maybe I just shouldn't play Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is not a good deck to play when you don't like flips. But I don't know. There's just something about it that's so fun. It's like, oh, here's a Terrakion with no energy on him. I feel, what do I do? Rebirth, Land Crush, out of nowhere. Like, what is that? it's it's just something about the deck that's so fun. Maybe it's just Ho-Oh is so like colorful and cool looking that makes it kind of fun. I don't know. It'd be a weird way to like a deck that much. I don't know. Ho-Oh, I don't know if you guys know this, but Ho-Oh is one of my favorite decks to play right now. And it might have just been the advantage of the boundaries crossed cards that Kieren had that gave him the edge. I had Skyla. I might have not had so many supporter droughts, and I might have just been in a much better position overall, but I don't know. It just was a really one-sided game. Nothing really went my way that time except for that 2 give up heads. So yeah, both very slow starts, and then he just got a slightly less slow start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for more battle videos, hopefully with both players using cards from Boundaries Crossed. Later.